Happy Monday. Hey, how's it going? I'm wearing my little hat here, my little Zoom hat. I'm in a coffee shop. I'm having coffee at Zoom Coffee. Check that out. It says Zoom Coffee right there. It's just using immersive views. I was having a little fun with it with a customer before this call. You know what? I'm not gonna change it. Do I want to change it? But look at all the cool stuff. You can ski lift. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to stop. Don't ask. You know what? I'm going to ask me again because, I never know. I've worked at Zoom for almost 2 years. It's 3 weeks shy of 2 years I've been working at Zoom. And in the whole time I've been working at Zoom, up until Friday, I could say this statement. I have never been to a Zoom office of any kind. I've also never met anybody personally from Zoom that works at Zoom. Obviously, I've met thousands virtually, but I've never met someone that works for Zoom in person. I can no longer say that. The Charlotte area Zoomies, some of us got together on Friday night for a little happy hour, and some of us took our better halves, and we had a wonderful time. It was nice to meet Mike and Jordan and Erickson and Marianne and a bunch of the Amy was there too. A bunch of my teammates that I've talked to for literally years and never met. So thank you, everybody. I had a good time. We went to Suffolk Punch here in Charlotte. Then we went across the street to Triple C Brewery and closed that place down. Then we went to a place called Slingshot, and we did not close that place down. I was getting a little tired. I'm like, babe, we gotta probably head home. But thank you. It was great. It was great to meet everybody. I was talking to a customer today about a couple of buttons in Zoom, and there's like these little Easter eggs. You know what an Easter egg is? You know what an Easter egg is? Like a little hidden gems all over your movies or videos or games and all that stuff. Here's a little. I wouldn't so much call it an Easter egg, but there's a little feature that no one probably notices that they have in Zoom. I'm going to show it to you right here, up here in the left-hand corner, top left-hand corner. You're going to see that little security badge, right? That it's a green, meaning encrypted. It's usually it's an encrypted meeting, but if you click on it, it has meeting information. And why is this important? It's always good to get how-tos on how to do stuff, but why is the bigger reason of why you want to watch these videos is, what do I need this for, Patrick? I can click on it, great. It's encrypted, great. What does it do for me in my day-to-day activities? One of the things that it can do for you is there's two little gems right here that you can see. One, there's a little edit button. I can actually change the name of my meeting on the fly. What you say? I could change the name of the meeting on the fly. Why is that important? Well, it's important because if you create a meeting in Zoom, it's going to do a generic default meeting. But what if you wanted to change the meeting? You have a customer, and you want to put their title in here, and you forgot? You can do that without having to recreate the whole meeting. Two, see that little feature right here, little settings button right there, little gear? Watch this. Now, immediate stats on the meeting. Immediate stats on the meeting. If I don't have to go, I can go to the settings and stuff like that. But I can go to settings right here from the corner and see if my audio is good, my video is good, my memory is good, my network's good. I can see all that stuff. I can actually see what version I'm on of Zoom. By the way, 5.9.6 just dropped today. You might want to try to upgrade that. I can see where I'm connected. Data centers, San Jose data center, by the way, SJC. I can see if I'm on Wi-Fi or wired. Like, all this stuff on the fly, real quick, one click. Again, the effectiveness of Zoom is a simplicity. It's easy. I got there literally in 2 clicks. Remember? 1, 2, got there. Look at this. There's a plethora of stuff that you didn't even know was in this little tiny icon. Second thing, security. Actually, this third thing. Title is the first. Settings is the second. Security overview. This will tell you what your admin has pushed down for security features. So the settings overview, here's all the stuff that my admin, which is me, by the way, this is my test account, have enabled in this meeting for all my participants. So I can see right away what's allowed and what's disallowed in my security settings from a tenant view. Fourth thing, again, going back to this little simple icon. I've done 4 things here that you didn't even know you could do. Here's a really simple one. And again, why am I doing it, Patrick? You're like, hey, I'm in a meeting and I want to invite somebody else. Say I want to invite somebody externally to this meeting. I can do it about 15,000 different ways, right? I can send them an email. I can copy and paste an email and send it to them. I can invite somebody for the participants folder. I can invite somebody by email, by phone, by Zoom ID. I can do all that. But here's a real simple way to do it. What if I typically talk to that person I want to invite to this meeting? Say I talk to Patrick at Zoom all the time. I don't want to have to do all those other steps because it takes a lot more mouse clicks. Again, effectiveness, efficiency is really where Zoom's at. What if I could do it in 2 mouse clicks? Invite Patrick to 2 mouse clicks. 2. Check this out. Here's my invite link. This is what I need to send to Patrick. I'm going to copy the whole thing. I can go ahead and obviously I can do this and hit Control V or Command V and copy it that way. But we already created a command copy link for you. And watch what happens when I click on it. It actually tells me it's copied. Boom, look, it's copied to clipboard. So there's no question that invite link is in my clipboard right now. So let's invite Patrick. Patrick's right here. He's already on my screen because I was chatting with him earlier, sending him a video. I want to now invite him to a meeting. Remember, it's in my clipboard. So I can just paste it right here. I can just paste it. 2 mouse clicks. I've copied it and pasted it. Now Patrick, 3 if you click the send button. Now Patrick is a hyperlink of this meeting and can join on the fly. And that's the importance of it, really, right? It's simpleness. I'm going to log into my phone real quick. Why doesn't my face work? That's real. But I actually now have my phone right here. The copy ID that I just pasted in here. And now it's actually asking me for the passcode. Guess what happened when I copied it over? It actually included the passcode for me. So I can just type that in. We're trying to make this easier and more effective and more collaborative. We're trying to take the friction out of all these meetings. If you remember last week, I did a demo on customizing your disclaimer. So it's actually telling me, hey, Patrick, here's a disclaimer Patrick from Zoom and Air put on me. I want to join with video. Look at that. I can actually have the choice of joining with video, joining without video. I'm going to join with video. And again, it's collective. It's a collaborative effort to create a more immersive world in UCAS. We want to create all these ways to do things. There's not just one way to do it. There's a lot of ways to do what I just showed you today. But the great thing about 2022, right, and Zoom is we create choice. And that's the point. We want to create different ways to do things because users work differently in the UCAS space. Some users might prefer a more formalized email to be sent out. That's cool. You can do that. Some workers might prefer a phone call or a phone or an SMS message or a chat. It doesn't matter. That's the whole point. There's not one way to do it. There's a lot of ways to do it. And you know, works best for you is the one that you is most easy for you to use. The one that has less friction for you. IT, UCAS is about choice and happiness. And that's exactly what Zoom wants to do for you and for all their customers. Create choice, create happiness. So I hope those are some effective tricks and tips that you can use. Remember, green icon button, full of information. Lots of stuff there. Happy Monday.